Hello out there in Streamland. I'm Sven. I will be the architect today. We are working on a little bit of Starfinder, looking to see, making sure all my sound is working. Yay, it looks like I'm good to go. Alrighty, so let's get busy, shall we? By the way, this happens every Wednesday at 10:30. So come check it out if you're into more of a D&D type thing. I do prep for D&D using Fantasy Grounds Unity as well. I do that on Tuesdays. And then if you want to see how this game plays out, we actually play it on Sunday at 5:30. This is all Pacific time, UTC -8. So, those of you who have seen any of my other videos from Starfinder, you know I do Dead Suns every other week, and I do Dawn of Flame the off weeks. So we're working on the Dead Suns this week, and we've got some uh, peeps who are running around following cultists, trying to get a stellar degenerator that destroyed worlds, can destroy worlds in theory at least. But they decided to instead climb this 80-story building. And the book tells you this is what the book tells you. Many of Istamac's auxiliary businesses, accounting firms, architectural firms, marketing agencies, and the like, had their offices in several skyscrapers south of the city's park. These towering edifices stand up to 80 stories tall and have been left untouched by the Kish, who fear their dizzying heights. Some believe their ancestors will grant them access to these lofty buildings when they have proven themselves worthy. Until then, many of the story's upper floors are the lairs of predatory flying creatures. That's it. That is the entirety of what is going on in these 80-story buildings. And my characters are exploring it. So I have made it one building, and I have been using um, making it to where they have not had gone to every floor. So they had the first floor, second floor, fifth floor, um, eighth floor. They are now on the ninth floor, and actually no, they just finished the ninth floor and just got to the 16th floor um, when we stopped last week. Gaming Buddhist, hey, hi, how you doing? So what I've done is I made a basic floor plan, just a plain blank floor plan, and then I fill in each floor as we get going. I'm doing well, Mr. Gaming Buddhist. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know if you're into Starfinder at all, or if you how well you know Unity, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will be glad to answer them. So I made the 19th floor a gym. So I have this workout equipment over here. Dan Dazzle, how are you? How you doing? I have a couple bathrooms with some cool showers and sinks. I have no experience with Starfinder, but I've heard of it. So, Gaming Buddhist, the way I like to explain it to people is the movie Guardians of the Galaxy with magic. So it's really cool. You have like it's been a busy week. Awesome. Well, that's good, Dan Dazzle. You need to keep busy. It's good for you. Um, Starfinder, you have like your magic users who are called technomancers. They can cast the traditional magic missile, fireball, that type of thing, but they also have spells that can take over a robot. They can hack into a computer with a spell, those type of things, and use. They can create junk robots, with magic and things. So it's a blend of technology and magic. You've got the infosphere, uh, like the web at on your wrist that you can access information from, but you also have a guy walking next to you with a sword and a shield. So it's a nice combo, lots of fun. And just to give you a quick idea of the scope, last time I checked, which was like 6 months ago, and I know there have been some additions since then, there were 132 playable races. So it gets crazy pretty quick. Um, Lightsabers. There are, and as a matter of fact, on this on the floor they just came from, they found what's called a tactical Skyfire sword, which vents for burning gas jets line one edge of the hollow blade. When powered, the magnetic fields contain and ignite the gases into a glowing corona of flames. So you don't get much more lightsabery than that. And my group found it the tactical Skyfire sword. So yeah, there's some really cool stuff. There's a battle ribbon that has plasma infused battle ribbon. So it's this long thing that they have, 10-foot long, and it's similar to like the gymnasts you can see when they use the ribbons on the little stick, but it's a weapon, and so it slashes and cuts people because it's got laser on along the edge of it. So it's nice. Hey, Mr. Atomic Hero Squad. So, Gaming Buddhist, if you have not checked out Dan Dazzle and Atomic Hero Squad's stream, you should. Uh, both very different, both very good. They both interact with their stream as well. Um, Atomic Hero Squad is early morning, and Dan Dazzle is sort of periodically throughout the day. So check them out, follow them on Twitch, and that way you can see when they're playing. Um, good stuff, good guys as well. So like I said, this floor was the workout room. I have uh, on the one end I have all the cardio stuff, and on the other end I have the free weights and workouts. I have like racquetball courts here, the showers in the middle, and then this is sort of a like just an open room where they lead classes and such. And what I'm doing is when they come into this room, the hologram is going to start. The doors are going to be um, unopenable, and there's going to be these very transparent holograms that if they that are going to walk them through the routine. And so if the characters step where the holograms are, there's going to be a little lighting on the floor. And if they do the routine, everything will be fine. But each time they miss or make mistakes, they're going to get a little bit of a shock. They're going to continue to build in intensity. So that's the encounter for this room. And then there's going to be I have a cleaning robot that's going to be in here that is going to be broken and going to be attacking them on this floor. And so I had finished the details for my Let's Get Physical room. Now I need to find a robot for them to fight. So I'll open up my NPCs and let's check out the different types we have here. I think it's construct is what I want. It is. So we're going to go with construct. So we have a lot of different robots here. Let's see. Robot. Weaponized devil in a box and a weaponized game droid. Those are things that look just like a Xbox, for example, a gaming console. So they can go through customs and things, but then when they get to the person that they're supposed to go to, the target, and they open it, they attack. It's pretty cool. weaponized devil in a box. See if, yeah, here's a picture. See? Very cool. That's the weaponized toy. And here's the game droid. That just like a regular game droid. Does little holograms, but this one actually attacks you. So it's pretty cool. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, so let's see. I think I might just make it a. Let's see what level this is. This is a level 9. Living Guardian, living holograms are pretty cool. They're just not high enough level. Let's see, a nanotech golem. Let's see what. First of all, I would like to take a picture. Take a look at the picture. There we go. Made of nanites. Has an elemental spirit trapped inside it. That's a CR14. It's a little bit too much for what they want. For what I'm looking for. He's very cool. Some of the special abilities he has, for example, are so he can't. He's because he's made of composed of all these billions of nanites. You can't sneak up on him. You can see all around. He's immune to magic. Um, he's got the swarm. Uh, Not abilities, but the swarm characteristics. You know, half damage, all that type of thing with most weapons. And see a nanite cloud, which does a golem can enter an opponent's space, and when he does, the creature sharing a space takes 8d6 piercing damage and is nauseated as he breathes in and all this stuff. Give me just a second, guys. Yep, he's doing a lot better. And then as an attack, he unleashes a stream of nanite particles at a target at an increment of 90 feet. So that means he can shoot up to 270 feet. Blast nanites at people. Anyway, interesting. And you can have a gang of them, 2 to 4 of them. But like I said, a little bit too high for what I'm looking for. The robot assassin might not. I think I'm gonna have a robot assassin maybe combined with like just a broken security robot. These are really low level, but have one be a cleaning robot. Oh, that's right. I remember him. Okay, so let's see. See what else we've got here. A keeper robot. A neutronium golem. Let's see what this puppy is. He only has 6. Okay, so neutronium is like a metal. Found in the heart of a neutron star is one of the densest substances in existence. A spoonful of it would weigh billions of tons, and if dropped onto the surface of a planet, would puncture the planet's crust until it reached the core. All right, so decades of work, they managed to temporarily, these drow scientists managed to bind an elemental spirit to a neutron star. Interesting. Point being, okay, looks cool though. All right, so what I'm looking for is sort of like a, I don't mind a CR3 robot, but I think I'm just going to change a different picture. Just make it, use this Guardian robot. Let's see, where was he? He was a damage security robot. So I'm going to use him, but just use a different picture. So, gee, Sven, how do you do that? Well, first step is to find a picture. So, we go to the Google, looking for a drawing. Let's go with robot. Let's go very vague at first. I'm actually going to go more specific. Cleaning robot. Drawing. Let's see what shows up. That's a little too silly. So we're going to get rid of the drawing. And all we have are those. It would help if I spelled cleaning correct. I'm going to put sci-fi. There we go. All right, so C3PO. Okay, I'm not sure how you get cleaning robot out of this, but that one's actually pretty good. I like him. Let's take a look at this guy a little closer, shall we? I like that guy a lot, so unless I can find something better. I don't mind him. He's pretty cool. Guess he could go pretty high. I actually think so. I'm going to save this guy to use at a different time. I'm always looking for good robot pictures. So we put him in Fantasy Grounds, Images. His name is Mr. Pie Body. Interesting. So we'll save him for later, and then we're going to use this picture. I'm going to call it Cleaner Robot. Again, make sure it's in the right spot. It is. Save. So now, can anybody hear me? Yep. All right. So now what you do is you go to open up your assets. That's right. I'm 12 years old. And then down here, click on the refresh folder assets. Boom. And if you have your chat visible, it says folder assets refreshed, which is exactly what we want to happen. So then we go here to that images. And because I have a bunch of them, I'm going to put cleaner. And there he is. So these are the cleaners I had in my D&D group. So real quick aside, has nothing to do with Starfinder, but in my D&D group, they rescued a druid who had been forced to shape change into different animals, and then the person who had captured her would skin her while she was in this animal form to get the pelt. Because when a druid takes enough damage to kill them. If they're in an animal form, they just revert back to their human form. Um, so the party went to save her, but by the time they got to where she was being held, well, I should say they did rescue her. So the story has a happy ending. But then they went to the house where she was being held. Well, the bad guy had left. He did not want to deal with them and had no reason to deal with them, so he left. So while they were there searching through this empty house, this cleaning crew shows up to clean the house. So that's what this was. Yes, it's very dark. I Atomic. But they felt very good when they were able to save her and rescue her. Now they're just trying to hunt down the guy who did it so he doesn't do it to someone else. Um, so that was my cleaners. All right, so this one is huge, huge, huge. If I cared enough and I was going to be using this a lot, then I would bring it down and resize it in like Photoshop. I don't actually use Photoshop. I use Pixlr, Pixlr.com, because it's free and I'm too cheap to pay for Photoshop. I don't use it enough to warrant paying the really expensive prices for Photoshop. So Pixlr.com is awesome, but this is going to be once they interact with this robot, they probably won't run into it again. So I'm not no point in going through a lot of trouble messing with the image. This is just flavor. It is quite pricey, yes sir. So Pixlr.com is great. It has two different modes. It has an easy version for just really basic stuff, and then a more intense version that has a lot more options. But it's a lot harder to figure out because it's a lot more in depth. Um, so it's nice. Pixlr.com. Check it out if you guys have a need for a Photoshop type. And the cool thing is you don't download it. It's web based, so that's the nice thing about it too. All right, so here's my robot. So what I do, cleaner robot is fine. I don't have to change the name. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this image now that I have one, and we're going to drop it into the story. So here's my story. We are on the 16th floor. So room 2 is where we are right now. So this is the free weights and workout room. There is a cleaning robot and a trainer robot who have both gone insane after several hundred years of neglect. So the trainer robot is going to start off nice, saying, "Here, come, let's scan them, suggest some sort of workout," and then when they still don't do it, he's going to then forcibly grab them and then just start attacking them. Meanwhile, the cleaning robot is very incensed that they're there in the room at all because they're making his room dirty. So he's going to attack right away. So they're going to have to be fighting off this cleaning robot while this trainer robot is going to be messing with them. So I throw the image down here. Boom, image, cleaner robot. And then what we need is we need a new token for this guy. And that's also a different website. So the one I use is called Roll Advantage, all one word. It's very easy, very quick. Check this out. You choose the image, which I just go to where I put it. Cleaner robot. Boom. And then I can pick the type of token I want it to be. This one, I'm going to put this guy down. I can pick, and you have all these choices to choose from. I'm going to pick the border tint is going to match the color of the robot, so it's a little blue. And I can tweak it if I really care, but I don't. I'm going to go ahead and just put like the first part of this sucker. Well, never mind. I am going to put the whole thing in it. So you can change it, you can move it around. And then when it is how you want it to look, up here, you just say download. All right, so this one, SmartWorks, Fantasy Grounds, this is in images. No, I want it in tokens. Tokens, because this is a token. There you go. So you can see all the other tokens I've made. Every single one of these that have a circle or a shape around it are ones I've made using this program. So you can see the large variety that you can make. So this is a cleaner robot. Save. Boom. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and find a sci-fi training robot, and I'm going to have it be, let's see if I am super specific physical trainer robot. See what they come up with. Here we go. I like this a lot. I wonder if there's a cleaner version of it anywhere. I could just use this guy. He's pretty cool. Perfect. So it did work. So let's see. What does that look like? All right. Well, they're a little bit more advanced than this, so I'm going to go with this guy. I like him. I like him a lot. Save image. So this is trainer robot. So again, he's not a token. This is just an image. So we're going to go to Fantasy Grounds. We're going to go to images. Oh, this is a web file. Okay, so we cancel. See if we can get to the website. All right, so they are very particular, Shutterstock. So you can download it for free by doing all this other crap. I'm not going to do that, so I'll just find something else. If they don't want to share their stuff, I will respect their wishes. It's a shame because that was a good picture. I like that. Here we go. I could use this one. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, for fun. Why not? It's a cool looking picture. We're gonna do that. Save the image. This is a trainer robot. All right, so what we're doing now is I'm putting this in images first. Trainer robot, ping. That's fine. Doesn't matter what it is right now. Because, remember the thing I was talking about? Well, that's where we're going to go. Just going to take me a moment. Pixlr.com. It's awesome. I use the advanced version usually. Again, no download. I just find it. So this is cleaner. So I just zip down to LLL. Where'd he go? Oh no, I see trainer. Dir. Boom. Open. Now I crop. Zoom, bring this puppy over here. Bring this up. Boodly doodly doodly doot doot doot. Well, bam. There we go. And then apply. Now we've got our dude. Now we bring in a little bit and we go to Cologne. And we go from up here, clickety. The size, we'll bring it down just a smidge. The size of the brush. Down to about 20, 22 is close enough. So I then click, and then I can just click and drag to cover up the missing arm over here. And then I just carefully click, click, click. It doesn't have to be perfect. And let's go ahead and hit change the point of view a little bit from where I'm, not point of view, but where I'm picking it up from. Blend it in a little bit more. Oops. Control Z to shift it. All right, so close enough. They get the idea. And then when we save it, we do File, Save, and we make it a JPEG because I like JPEGs better. It could be a PNG, will still work, but I like it better. It's pretty small, and that's fine. Size, you can change the size, you can do all this stuff. Super easy, super cool. JPEG, Fantasy Grounds, images, trainer robot, save, boom. I would normally just overwrite the old one, but because the old one was a ping and I wanted this as a JPEG, then I don't overwrite it. Back to roll advantage. I accidentally closed it. So now we choose the image. Go to our trainer again. Click. Bring it down. Zoom up. See, make it nice and pretty. Bring it up. And so we could leave it like this if you wanted. And you're like, oh, look at that ugly brown thing. Guess what? Background color. Mostly white. And we could even tweak it over to here. Try to get it as close to see. So this is a great program for making tokens. So there's our little trainer friend. Download. And we could change the size of the ring and color and all that other stuff. So for this one, let's see if it'll let me delete it right here. So, oh, good. So it's called Trainer Robot PNG. It's perfect. It's in images. I don't want it in images. I want it in Fantasy Grounds. Come on. There we go. I want it in tokens. Save. All right, so had I left this open, by the way, it would have had the same, all the color. Remember the cleaner robot was a little different size. the shape and the blue color and all that stuff, that would have stayed the same. So once you set it, you don't have to change it if you don't want to. You can add text to these things. You can do a bunch of different stuff. This is a great program for making tokens. So now, once again, make sure you go to your assets and say refresh. And they've been refreshed again. So now I go here, I go to tokens, I go to, I'm just going to put robot so I can have them both at the same time. All right, so we have our damage security robot, which is going to be our cleaner. Will this let me change it? This is locked. Oh, it's not locked. Okay. Boom. So I'm not sure so hold on a second, guys. What I'm doing, I'll come back to this in a second. Same thing with the assassin robot. So what I want to do is I don't want to change every instance of the assassin robot and the damage security robot to this new version. So what you do is you go to NPCs, you come here to find the robot you want, like the assassin robot, click it, left click it, pull it down and let go, and now you have a copy. So now the changes I make to it won't matter. So I am in book 4, the Ruined Clouds. So I take this and I drag it up to part 4. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my broken security robot. Or damaged, I should say. Take it to there. And now I can go to book 4. Here's my 2 things. So now I open up him. I open up him. Now the changes that I make won't affect, I'll still have the original robot assassin. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to change this to robot physical trainer. Change the name. And then we're going to go to here, drag this, oops, drag this over to here. So now that's there. We go to other. We come here. We do control 1, which just makes it a regular text. Come in here, highlight this because we don't need that name. And we'll fix the image in just a minute after we do our, so here's our damage security robot. We're going to do the same thing, open it. And this is a cleaning robot. And we throw this token in there. We go to other. We do the same thing here. We get rid of this. Control 1 gets rid of that link. Now we go to images. And we'll do the same thing. We'll go to robot just to see how many images I have, because I'm a little curious. Boom. Remember our friend? Yeah. That's cool. All right, so he is our physical trainer. So all we do, did I have? Yeah, I have him already open, but I don't have, oh no, I have my cleaner robot open. I don't have him open. So what you do is, go over here to the cleaner robot. I already have the image of, so that's what I was looking for. Drag that over there. Boom. Boom, there he is. Now we're going to open up the image here. Create image record from asset. If you close it, okie doke, what happened? Let's see, click. There we go. Zoom to fit. So that's right here on this toggle toolbar. You can make shape the window the shape you want it to be, and then tell it to zoom to fit. So now we take this, we throw this over here. Boom, image trainer robot, and put that also over here, so I have access to that. Boom. All right, so the last thing we need to do is just to make the encounter. Now that we have the creatures, we need to make the encounter. I'm also going to throw a link to the images in here. Boom. So there is the cleaner and the trainer robot. All I have to do is click this pin and it opens up the pictures. So as I'm explaining what they see and what's going on in the room, they can I can show them a picture without having to find this. And what I do then is you go to your encounters. Boom. So here I have, again, part 4, Ruined Clouds. Skyscraper, floor 8. So that's the format I've been using. You right click here, create a new item. We are on 3, 12, 11 is the one we just had. So we're going to do 3.12.12. This is skyscraper, floor 16. We throw the cleaning robot in there, and we throw the physical trainer robot in there. Out of curiosity, we'll click this to see. So it's a CR10, 7200. They should have no problems with this at all. And that's fine. I don't mind every once in a while they're having an easy fight. So before I get away from this, again, I'm going to pull this over to link it. Boom. Here's the encounter. I also want to link it over here in my story. So now it says encounter. So now I have, when they get to this point, they have their encounter ready. I have the pictures. You can see the images. The last thing I want to do is put them in the room. So the cleaning robot is going to be, so let's see, I'm just going to make it random. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 18 big squares, full complete squares. So you do /DIE space 1D18. And I'm going to do that twice. So I want 2D18. For the two robots, we're going to start with the cleaning robot first. So we get rid of this map. We're not using it anymore. So they're both in 13. Really? Wow. That's funny. All right, so they're both in the 13 square. So that's 3. Hey, Fantasy Grounds College. How are ya? How are ya? How are ya? 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're both in this square. Here we go. Boom, here's our cleaning robot. Oops, wrong one. So you know right away, this is the one you're supposed to see, and it even says placement. Hello. You see the check mark? So that means that you're good. So now we're putting this guy down. So now they're ready to go. You close it. They go away. When you open this up, and the characters come in and they're ready to see them and stuff. You just click this. It adds it. It even says it right there. It adds encounter to the combat tracker. puts them in there. They are hidden at first, and you can then expose it and you're good to go. So we are done with this 16th floor of the skyscraper. The outside is like a running track. We have our free rates room with our cleaner robot and our physical trainer robot. Then we have our empty racquetball slash squash, whatever court you want to consider these to be. We have our showers, which are pretty cool, like the little showers and the sinks, our locker rooms, if you will. Then we have our physical fitness room, like a classroom where you can take classes. They're going to come in here. There's going to be a hologram of a physical fitness robot. And I actually I'm going to use the same token. Let's go to the token. We're going to go to our robot tokens. There we go. That's the one I want. We're going to put her boof. Even though it's a hologram, it's going to start up. They're going to get locked in there. They're going to have to do this physical training routine. Otherwise, they'll get electric shocks. If they don't follow the instructions, there's going to be hologram like ghost images where that they step into and can help them. That's what the speakers are for. It's going to be music, Zumba music. And then there's the cardio room. So most of these things are going to break if they try to use any of them. The cardio machines, at least. Some of the free weights will still be usable. But that is the 16th floor of 80. The next one I'm going to do, got a few minutes left. I can show you how I start with these things. The next one is going to be the 19th floor. And so what I do is if I go to the images, I believe searching sky should do it. Here it is. So let's see, blank skyscraper floor plan. Boom. That's my basic floor plan, as you can see. So I make a copy of it. Boof. Floor plan copy. You open it and you rename it. First thing, make sure it's unlocked. I want to look at so let's, if you hold down Control, left click, you can then change the shape of the image. So skyscraper 19, I already have that already. Well, look at that. Well, look at there. So this one will actually be the next one up, and my story has 21/22. So we're going to change this to, I don't know why I just deleted it. Should have just kept a skyscraper, but that's all right. 21/21/22. Close. So let's open up 19. There we go. All right, so this one, I have no idea what I want to do. Let's see. I've done a couple offices already. So I'm thinking I might do another office layout. So if we do an office layout, just have it be just nothing but cubicles. I haven't done that yet. Or just desks, just a whole, you come out, and it's just an open area full of desks and cubicles and things. So the elevators are on this side. They aren't using the elevators right now because they got up to the 9th level and then weren't able to go anymore in the elevators, so they've been using steps. But so there will be an open area over here, sort of like when you come in. We'll also have like a break room So there'll be a receptionist area, break room. We'll have bathrooms somewhere, and then the rest of it will just be like an open floor. The stairway is over here. All right, so we're golden. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with some walls. So if you look at the line of sight, click, you can see all of we've got right now is the outside. Got this wall out here, and that's it. So we need to add some more. We don't care about the line of sight anymore. We're going to go to our layers. We combine all that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Go to our assets again. So I'm putting notes in here. This is going to be an open floor with rows of desks. Parentheses, bathroom, break room, reception. I know the 21st, 21 and 22 second floors, those I'm going to have be combined. So in other words, there is no floor between floor 21, 22. There's these huge open areas, probably really tall windows, that type of thing. Maybe it'll be like a temple type thing, just like a cathedral where they walk in and there's just these huge stained glass windows with some sort of altar or stage. Um, maybe I won't have the windows, it'll just be like a performance area where the ceiling is made more aerodynamic, so it'll incline and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with that. Besides the fact that they're going to be combined. It's going to be like a 20-foot high ceiling as opposed to a 10-foot. Open with rows of desks. All right. And I don't know if the three of you are still hanging around, but if you have any ideas for floors, off what they will find in these office buildings, feel free to let me know. Open to suggestions. I'm going to have, as you can see here, my plan is to have them go through 29, 35, 44, 50, which is going to be a huge balcony area. With plants and air and beasts. Linoleum floors, yep. I like the idea, especially for this one. I might have like the break room carpeted, but then again, break room is where you eat. So the receptionist area will be carpeted, but pretty much everything else will be linoleum. Why? Because it's easier to clean. Just throw the chairs up or push them against the wall, and then you just clean the whole floor. Awesome. All right, so let's start with the receptionist. Let's see. It's not going to be a very big area. So we open up our and we go to wall. We want to click on all first, not tokens. Wait for it to catch up. I typed there we go. Boom. All walls. Okay. So you can see we have a lot to choose from, which is pretty cool. A lot of it's more fantasy focused. Cool thing is you can change the colors of these quite a bit. So I could take something like that. It looks like these brown bricks, stuff like this, and just make it pink, make it purple, that type of stuff. So wouldn't look as the same thing with this here. Wall of fire, I could change it to make it like a gray, so it wouldn't look, you wouldn't know it's fire, just be some sort of wall. Um, I've used these two. There's nothing wrong with using it again. I'm just seeing what my options are. See what strikes my fancy. I've used this one at least once. Lots of walls, lots of walls. Here's wood. I've used the wood before. I like the wood just because it has things like the this says windows with bars, and this is just an opening in the wall and stuff like that. So wooden shelf. Okay, so I do believe. I think I'm just gonna go with this guy. This one is called Shadow. And this one is called. Okay, this is the brush. All right, so let's go with our paint. We will go move this out, and we're looking for a new painting layer. I'm going to call, oh, there we go. So we'll call this walls. And if you're interested in learning more about what I'm doing right this second, dealing with assets, building maps, drawing maps, stuff like that, Fantasy Grounds College has a really cool thing every weekend. Josh Watma is an amazing artist. Um, he makes what I'm doing now look like just taking a pencil going. He's just so amazing, so fast, so good at what he does. He also listens to the chat and takes ideas and things. So check him out. It's at noon to 3. All right, so let's just make sure I'm drawing it correctly. I am. Okay. Perfect. Control Z. All right, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That's a little bit big though. Well, no, I don't care. All right, 15 feet is plenty. So even though this looks really big, you want to pay attention to where the point of the quill is. So I'm going to here, going to just a little bit inside the wall. 15 feet is what I said. You go clickety, and then I use my down arrows all the way down. Actually, no, I'm going to, I need an entrance for a door. So let's, gonna have a door on both edges. So we're gonna have a door right here. We'll bring it down a little bit. So the reason I like using the, and you hit escape when you're finished. So that's what it looks like. But the reason I like using the arrow keys is that they're perfectly straight. Unlike me, when I use a mouse, I am not always perfectly straight. I know it's shocking, but it's true. I'm gonna go one more. Click, escape, drop down, click, drop down, click, escape. So there we go. We've got our wall. Now, this grid is annoying me, so we're going to go to the grid real quick. Turn down this grid. There we go. Now we go back to our paint. Say OK. go to our walls section. So now we've got our walls for this section. We're going to go ahead and use this same wall to build our break room. So now let's zoom out. So this is the receptionist area. It's going to have a little desk up here. People will come out of the elevator, talk to the receptionist, or just come in to work. And so we'll have this whole section just be a break room. We'll have it be 20 feet wide. This should be plenty. And then we're just going to go down to about there. Escape. And there's got to be a doorway for them to get in and out of the break room. Click. There we go. So this is our break room. So we'll throw some tables in here, maybe some lockers along the wall. And then the last thing will be the stairway. So our stairway. Starts with the door, if you're wondering why I'm doing it here. Click. 1, 2, click, over, click, and you're like, oh, it looks all weird and like, but, let's see, there you go. Escape. We're gonna throw in our, actually, I think that's wrong. Let's see, Control Z. Trying to remember what so they find the stairs here. I believe it's the 8th floor. No, this was the, it's one of my other office areas. So it's the 9th floor. Here it is. Again, we open it up with, there we go. And you see all this extra stuff doesn't matter because line of sight blocked it. There it is. So it was 10 by 20. So it was a 10 by 20 block. Will let me Control Z again if I'm on this map? No. Will it let me delete? Yep. Okay. Control Z. Delete. This is suddenly 16 by 16. Not sure what happened there. There we go. 1 by 4. There we go. Wow. Okay. It's still being weird. So let's turn it. There we go. All right. So yeah, if that happens every once in a while, it gives that weird little glitch. You just hit rotate, and then it'll fix itself again. Click, click, escape. All right, so that is going to be it for today. Let's go ahead and zoom out. So we've got our basic layout here. I'm going to add some doors, add the elevator doors, add the stairs in here. Going to change the floor for Atomic Hero Squad. Going to make it aluminum, linoleum, starting in here. That'll be a different layer, so it'll be below the walls. After I add the doors. And then I'm just going to add a bunch of computers, some rows upon rows of computers. I might even, so that'll be in here. And then I have to figure out what they're going to encounter while they're here. If it will, I'm guessing I might just do either like holograms or ghosts, and just have it not be a combat floor. We'll see. I have to figure that out and determine what I want to do there. But hey, if you're still with me, thank you so much. Hopefully you learned something. If you have specific questions and you want to, I'll be happy to answer them. Stop by. Again, I do Starfinder stuff like this on Wednesdays at 10:30 Pacific time. That's UTC -8. Or you can go to check it out on Tuesdays when I do D&D prep. And then go to Twitch./Spencer77. Check out all the different streams I have, times, Magic the Gathering, live play Starfinder, live play D&D, solo D&D, lots of different stuff. All of it primo, top quality stuff. And speaking of primo, top quality stuff, check out Atomic Hero Squad, Dan Dazzle. Atomic Hero Squad, by the way, is atomic_Hero Squad, all one word. So check him out if you're up early in the mornings, and you can see him doing his thing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I think you'll like it. So whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.